Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin, I'd like to thank each of you for coming out tonight. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak and share with you. As we embark on this journey, I'll emphasize the need for curiosity in all things. Humans are a curious species. They're tenacious and innovative, and given the tools, they can achieve great things. However, they must be given these tools through adequate public education. It's imperative we take these steps now. As I watched the State of the Union address, I was shocked that President Trump did not discuss the state of this country's education system. Education is key to our country's continued success. Education is what will drive future innovation and will help us solve some of the world's most pressing issues. As a candidate in the 2012 presidential election, I assure that enhancing our current education system here in the U.S. will be one of my first initiatives. As some of you might know, I recently started a school called Ad Astra. This recent project of mine was spurred from my dissatisfaction with the current school system. The model of the Ad Astra school is still a work in progress and is no way indicative of a new national school system. However, I do believe it's finally time we start evaluating the ways we educate our youth and how we might best serve the next generation. I want to focus on the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. STEM advancements are what has driven this country to become greater. New technology enabled them to build monuments, to improve the lives of their citizens, and to create the civilizations we know today. However, technology doesn't improve by itself. In fact, I believe it degrades. Looking back through our history, we can see examples of this. The Greeks built wonders such as the Parthenon and made great mathematical strides. They've forgotten how. The Egyptians built the pyramids. They've forgotten how. The Romans built brilliant aqueducts, and they have forgotten how. When a country ignores its people's education, it opens the door to technological backsliding. Yes, advancement is the product of hardworking, passionate men and women, and we'll never be short of those. But we must give each generation the tools to pursue those passions. Sir Isaac Newton said that if he has seen further, it is only by standing on the shoulders of giants. STEM education is our giant. If we neglect it, we will stop seeing as far. We will cease to be a nation that can send explorers among the stars, and we will become a nation that has forgotten how. The level of a nation's scientific learning directly influences its international standing. Our ability to compete is grounded in this innovation. As president, I would reshape NASA to be internationally more competitive. In order to do this, I plan to merge the resources of NASA and SpaceX. There's a silly notion that failure is not an option at NASA. Failure is an option here. If you don't experience failure, you're not trying. Failure teaches us in a way that success cannot. Yes, failure is a scary word, and my opponents may try to use that to scare you, but complacency is even scarier. Complacency is comfortable, but complacency is not what got this country to the moon and beyond. This is not a problem for tomorrow. The future is here and now. China is set to be the space power player by 2050. Last year, India proved it was a major competitor with the launch of over 100 satellites on a single PSLV rocket, a world record. NASA must start collaborating with the commercial space exploration industry in order to outpace the international community. Humanity will land on Mars in my lifetime. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of who. Let's make that who the United States. Thank you.